Hello, my loves. This is Malayla with Love and Light Starseed Tarot. Welcome or welcome back. Today I'm going to do a reading for Scorpio and their person. I hope everyone's doing well. These are timeless messages, so whenever you click on the reading, it's meant for you. This is for Sun, Moon, or Rising in Scorpio. Angel Spirits Guides, please show us what messages need to come through. What is the overall energy between Scorpio and their person? The Lovers, Gemini energy. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Knight of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Yeah, so you're definitely putting an end to any backstabbing, betrayal, anyone that's, inconsistent, in and out, hot and cold. I'm just getting, there could be a choice here in love, but you're definitely moving away from any ego-driven connections, right? Anyone that's just, prideful, egotistical, only, worried about themselves. You're putting an end to that cycle. What is your energy at this time? The Moon, the Chariot, and the Star. We have Aquarius energy. Yeah, so you are definitely shining bright, right? You're creating the life of your dreams. You're creating something beautiful, right? You're not allowing fear to take center stage. Fear is in the back seat. You're no longer looking back at that. You're looking forward to a bright new future. You're not allowing any small mishaps to annoy you or to get in your way. You're moving forward. You're pushing through to the next level no matter what. You're ready for this next stage of your life. You're ready for an amazing new leap. You're healed. You're shining bright. You're the star. You're the star of your life. You're the star of your show. You're just wanting to look at the positives and the bright side. You're not focusing so much on the negative or the past, right? You want to be present. You want to be in the present moment. That's when you're the most magnetic. That's when you're the most, in your flow state. What is their energy at this time? The Page of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And the Six of Pentacles. So this person could be giving elsewhere, but, just working on their stability, their finances. They possibly could be watching or stalking you, but, they know they need to learn more. They possibly need to learn more at their job or possibly take a course or a training. But there's more to learn here. How do you see them? Eight of Cups. Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And the Six of Swords. Yeah, so you see them as, wanting to move forward. They want brighter days, calmer waters, but, this person could just be cold or detached at this time. Maybe there's no communication or, they can't find the right words to say. Maybe they don't know what to say or how to come through. But they definitely want brighter days and moving forward towards that. How do they see you? Ace of Cups, 444 on the timer. Two of Swords. And the Page of Pentacles. Yeah, so they definitely see you as their love. You know, they have a lot of love. You know, I'm just getting this person is really stuck in their head and stuck in their emotions. You know, they could be finding themselves, you know, crying or just being emotional at times, you know, and they don't know why. But, you know, they're thinking a lot about a new beginning, a new opportunity here. You know, they feel like they don't have a lot to offer. How do you feel about them? How do you feel about them? 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you feel this person is juggling. You know, they could be planning to come through with an offer. You know, it could have been a long time coming for an offer, but this person, you know, you feel that they are passionate, right? They just want passion. You know, you feel that that might be the case, and that they have options, or they're juggling, you know, a decision. How do they feel about you? 3 of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. The Strength. Yeah, we have Leo energy. You know, this person feels that you are collaborating with other people. They feel that you have the strength and courage to move forward towards, you know, a soulmate connection. You know, you want union or reunion, or, you know, just equal give and take reciprocity in a connection. You know, I'm just hearing, you know, allow help if needed. You know, even if it's for at work or with a certain project, don't be ashamed to ask for help. Right? It takes courage and strength to ask for help. You know, even Superwoman and Superman need assistance sometimes, right? You know, delegate things if necessary. What are your actions in the 3D? 10 of Coins, the Hermit, and the 10 of Cups. Yeah. Yeah, you're definitely using your intuition here. You know, you have done the work. You've done a lot of soul searching and going within. You know, you are the light. You are shining bright, and you're the way shower. So that way, you know, the 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups are coming your way. Right? You're in the process of getting everything you want. You're in the process of creating, you know, this beautiful life. Because you're a wise soul. You know, you have an ancient soul. You've done this before, right? You're getting back into the groove. You know what to do. You're very intelligent. You know what to do and when to do it. So that's why, you know, you're getting everything that you deserve. What are their actions in the 3D? Wow, I got the Tower and the 7 of Pentacles. I mean, Cups, sorry. 7 of Cups in the Tower. And the Ace of Swords, yeah. So, you know, because this person likes to keep their options open, or, you know, just live in dream state, you know, la la land, you know, there becomes a Tower moment, you know. You know, when this person doesn't figure out what they want and make up their mind, then, you know, and they're not honest and clear and true, then, you know, the Tower comes down. You know, they don't have clear intentions, or they don't have honest intentions, so the Tower falls. What are your messages towards them? King of Wands, the Empress and the Nine of Swords. Yeah. You are the Empress. You are sitting on your throne. You're loving, nurturing, kind. You know, you're pouring into yourself. You're doing what you need to do in order to come out of any pain or anxiety, right? You know that you have to put in the action in order to get there, right? You're not the type that just sits around and is anxiety ridden, or, you know, sits in bed or sits around in pain. You actually do what you need to do in order to find love, you know, and pour love into everything that you do, and pour love into yourself. You're passionate. You're smart. You know, you have everything going for you. You're not going to sit around and, you know, cry about this person, or cry and be anxiety ridden because they can't get it together, right? You're moving forward regardless. What is their messages towards you, please? Their messages. 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords. And the 8 of Swords. Yeah. Yeah, this person. Oh, did I say 7? No, that's 8 of Pentacles. Sorry, I have 8, 8, and 7. Yeah, so this person knows that they were dishonest. They were tricky. They were deceitful. They were sneaky. You know, they have to put in the work in order to come out of this mental imprisonment, right? In order to come out of any stuck energy, any pain. You have to do the work, right? So, you know, this person could just be working and trying to forget about this, you know, pain or these lies or things that happened in the past. What is the advice, please? 7 of Wands. The Hierophant. And the Fool. Yeah, the advice is to take a new leap. Take a new leap of faith. Start new. You know, invest in yourself. Commit to yourself. You know, and if you need to block this person, block this person. If their energy is affecting you in a major way, then just block them, right? I mean, do what's best for you. Commit to your health and mental health and well-being. You know, try a cord cutting ritual. You know, if you need to block this energy. You know, it's only for the best, right? You know, if this person is not bringing you happiness and joy, or, you know, helping you in any way, then, you know, you don't need it. You're better off alone. You can do it on your own. Start a new leap of faith in a new direction. Yeah, towards your dharma. Absolutely. Get the wheel of fortune moving faster in your favor. I mean, you are already, but I mean, this is just dharma coming in. Continue plugging away. Continue doing the right things every day. You know, continue to open your chakras and heal, you know, and continue down the right path. And all of these beautiful things are going to come in for you. They already are. Let's get messages of love for this connection, please. Second chance. This relationship deserves a second chance. Yeah, maybe when this person is healed and doing the right things. Yeah, or a new love or recommitment to love is developing. Yeah, absolutely. Second chance with a healed version of this person or someone else. Friendship. This friendship is leading to more. I'm going to get one for Akashic Records Oracle. See what message wants to come out for amazing Scorpio. Consider the options. You have narrowed your focus to one desired outcome, and you might be missing a bigger opportunity. Open up and let the universe send you the highest possible results. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.